The video that you're watching right now is the second part of this video that I'm showing on the screen. So go check this video out first and then come back here, because it's going to be a three-part series of videos describing AJ Styles' debut in the WWE. So yeah, go check the first part and then come back here. Last video we stopped at Extreme Rules 2016, where Roman Reigns defeated AJ Styles in an Extreme Rules match for the WWE Championship. So the next night on Raw, well, AJ Styles talks about how Roman Reigns beat him. If he wasn't for the Good Brothers and the Usos, he probably would have won the championship. So Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson come out. They ask AJ Styles, like, come on dog, we're a friend. AJ Styles told them to piss off, like, get out of here. I do my own, you do you. Like, get out of here. And in the same night, he lost a qualifying match for the Money in the Bank ladder match against Kevin Owens. And people, well, when I look at the comments, people are talking no sense. They're saying, like, every single video that I've seen of AJ Styles, because I wanted to refresh my mind on how AJ Styles was in 2016, they keep saying, like, AJ Styles is buried, AJ Styles is buried, AJ Styles is buried. Like, shut up, please, come on, dog. But yeah, so the next week on Raw, John Cena finally comes back from an injury that he had since October 2015, and he comes back in ring, not because he came back at WrestleMania 32, but not to have a match. But now he came back as an in-ring competitor, and so he was talking about, oh, this is the new era, the new era, and if they want to do this new era, they have to go through him first. So AJ Styles comes out, and there it is, the face-off that everyone has been waiting for 10, 15 years, I would say. AJ Styles and John Cena in the same ring, finally, after a long time. The face of WWE versus the face of TNA, face to face. And so they talk about it. They talk about a WrestleMania dream match, and then the Gallows and Carl Anderson come out and they say they say, like, AJ Styles, why are you kissing John Cena's ass? What are you doing? Essentially, they just came to beat them up, like AJ Styles and John Cena. So the AJ Styles and John Cena amped up, they're ready to fight, and AJ Styles turns heel and punches John Cena. So the club is back, and AJ Styles is now a heel, and he has now begun probably his most important feud in the WWE, like his best feud in the WWE, and one of the best feud of the modern era. So the next week on Raw, John Cena came out and asked AJ Styles straight up, why isn't the match AJ Styles versus John Cena, but John Cena versus the club? And then he started to cook AJ Styles. Like, he started to say things like, you had the surprise entrance at the Royal Rumble, and then you failed. You gained a WWE Championship match, and you failed. And he said the things like, you failed against Roman Reigns, and now you're coming to me? You don't know who you're dealing with. That was fire. So AJ Styles retaliated. He didn't back down. He said that Gallows and Anderson are like his insurance, like, to make sure that John Cena doesn't bury him, because John Cena buries guys like him, which is true, because, like, if AJ Styles came to WWE like 10 years ago, 10 years before that, then he would have been buried, that's for sure. Man, that promo was great. It was a great promo. But then they had another promo which was better. So a couple of weeks later, the Raw before Money in the Bank, it's a contract signing. John Cena for the match, John Cena vs AJ Styles. And so there are two contracts. Weirdly enough, there are two contracts. So AJ Styles is confused, like, what the hell is this? And John Cena explains that in the first contract, it's John Cena versus AJ Styles, but on the second one, it's actually John Cena versus AJ Styles with the club. So John Cena asks him, do you want to man up or do you want to stay weak and fight with your boys? So it just has got a good promo saying like that. It just that he sees why to John Cena with those two contracts. He sees that actually John Cena doesn't think AJ Styles can beat him. So he asks him why. Is it because he won the Royal Rumble twice? Is it because he's a 15-time WWE champion? During that time, he was only at number 15. But AJ Styles answers and says, if AJ Styles was there during those times, John Cena would have not won shit. He would have won anything. AJ Styles would have been the face of the WWE, not John Cena. And John Cena says, prove it then. Just prove it, man. Prove it at Money in the Bank. And so it led to AJ Styles signing the contract, which reads that it's going to be a one-on-one match without the club. And so here we are. The dream match. AJ Styles vs John Cena. Money in the Bank 2016. It's on. So Money in the Bank 2016. Las Vegas. That show was great too, man. WWE was on a run in 2016. That's actually crazy. All those pay-per-views were great. But yeah, Money in the Bank 2016. AJ Styles, John Cena, first time ever. The dream match. So yeah, they fought. They have a great match actually, a very good match. But at the end, the referee gets took out. So Gallows and Anderson take advantage of this and they come out and they attack John Cena, which leads to AJ Styles winning the match. So yeah, Gallows and Anderson helped AJ Styles win the match. So he didn't win one clean, and it's very important for later. But yeah, this match it was just a warm up for the future. It was just a quick little warm up. Like AJ Styles and John Cena don't know each other, so they have to get to know each other. They have to warm up in the ring for later classics. So after Money in the Bank, John Cena wants his rematch, but just doesn't give it to him, obviously. And then the club beats up John Cena every time. So John calls for backup, and he calls for Enzo Amore and Big Cass. Man, these two were so over back then. Even I loved them. But yeah, he calls for backup. During this feud, this build up to Battleground, AJ Styles and John Cena tried to join the Shield triple threat match, and they both failed because they screwed each other. So yeah, now it's Battleground. It's a 6-man tag team match. Enzo Amore, Big Cass, John Cena versus the club, where John Cena pinned AJ Styles to win the match after doing him with a super AA of the top rope. But yeah, so John Cena pinned AJ Styles, and man, looking back, Battleground 2016 was also a great show. The show was fire. The Shield triple threat match should have happened at WrestleMania, but yeah, whatever. It's another subject. But yeah, so now AJ Styles and John Cena are 1-1. Not really 1-1, but you know, they both pinned each other. So after Battleground, it was time for the new era to actually begin, like really begin. The legendary SmackDown 2016 to early 2017 era, because the draft was there. Yeah, it was the draft, and AJ Styles got drafted to SmackDown with John Cena too. So they both are on SmackDown. And then Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan got the promo about the SmackDown being the land of the opportunity, and now with all the wrestlers in the ring. That picture is iconic. And yeah, so they booked a 6-pack challenge to determine the number one contender for Dean Ambrose WWE Championship that he won at Battleground in the Shield triple threat. That should have happened at WrestleMania, I said it again. But yeah, to determine the number one contender for the WWE Championship for SummerSlam. And AJ Styles and John Cena were both in this match, and they both lost because Dolph Ziggler won. Shocking, I know. Dolph Ziggler won a number one contender match in 2016. And then the week after, John Cena and AJ Styles You remember when I said that they cooked each other in a promo, but they had one coming that was way better. This is the one. The promo. This is the promo. So after the six-pack challenge, G Stars challenges John Cena to a match at SummerSlam with no interferences because Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson actually got drafted to Raw, so they are not on SmackDown. And during that time, the roster were actually exclusive, and they actually mattered. Not like today where everyone goes everywhere. But yeah, no interferences, no excuses. Just a one-on-one match, AJ Styles versus John Cena. The match that we should have called it a Money in the Bank. AJ Styles asks John Cena, "Do you actually believe what everyone says about you? Like you're some kind of hero?" He said that he's going to prove to the C Nation that John Cena is actually a fraud. Like, remember when John Cena said when he came back that if they want to do the new era, they have to go through him? Well, he just went right to him at Money in the Bank. So now he asks him, why is John Cena here? Why is he here? And John Cena responds with, "Right now, I'm here to shut your mouth." John Cena says that he is here out of love. That he loves seeing the kids in the front row jumping and cheering for his favorite superstars. That he loves when the parents pull him aside and tell him how thankful they are for what he has done. He loves when in interviews people ask him like, now that he's gone mainstream, when will he leave the WWE? And he says he loves telling him that he will never leave the WWE because that's his home. But that's well actually, because even if he's retired, like he didn't actually leave. He's going to have a backstage world soon. I hope so actually. So I believe so. So yeah, that actually aged well. And it was just that for him, if it just doesn't succeed in WWE, he couldn't go somewhere else because he's here to prove that he's a great wrestler. He actually already proved it. But John Cena here, he's here out of love. He's not here to prove that he's a great wrestler and all. He's here because he loves the WWE. I'm not really doing it justice, but damn, bro, that promo was great. Just you could have heard the passion in John Cena's voice. He had the passion and all. AJ Styles too. You can hear the hatred in his voice for John Cena. Because that promo was excellent. That's a great promo to build a match. Only this promo. This was the only promo to build this matchup. At the end of the promo, AJ Styles said that the best part about SummerSlam is going to be the SmackDown after. When after AJ Styles beats him, John Cena is going to come out and say that AJ Styles is better than him. If he doesn't, he's a liar. And if he does it, he's a loser. Either way, AJ Styles wins. The following week on SmackDown, they had a brawl and John Cena put AJ Styles through the table with the air. But now we're at SummerSlam. And this match, man, this match is a classic. It's top 10, not top 10, but top 20. Even top 10, I don't know. But one of the best SummerSlam matches of all time. AJ Styles to John Cena are the classic. I told you the Money in the Bank match was a warm-up because this match was splendid. 5 stars, I think. 5 stars. No, 4 stars. 4 stars. Because they had better matches. Actually, that's the craziest part, bro. They had better matches. This match is already a classic, and they had 2 better matches. That's wild. But yeah, that match was beautiful. It just got kicked out of the Super AA. That was one of the most shocking kickouts of all time. And the best part was AJ Styles actually won clean as a whistle, clean against John Cena. That was never seen before, man. AJ Styles won clean. A guy that debuted like 8 months ago, defeated John Cena clean at SummerSlam in a one-on-one match. That's wild. Yeah, so yeah, that match was a classic. After the match, John Cena put his armband down, signaling that he's gone. it's over for him. He's cooked. And just has won. That's the part of it that everyone remembers. That it just has won in a classic. The part after this, so the part when he won the WWE Championship, I'm going to do that in another video. So yeah, I'm going to end it here because that's a huge milestone to end on, defeating John Cena at SummerSlam. Yeah, like I've said, this match was a classic. Just had a great 8 months. Those 8 months were crazy. I'm gonna lie. One of the best rookie years of all time. He was already one of the best, but then he had to win the WWE Championship. That's crazy, bro. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I have another video planned out, like a huge video about Seth Rollins planned out. Thank you all for watching. See you later. Love you all for real. Peace. And by the way, the 2 matches that I'll talk about being better than the SummerSlam one was the Royal Rumble and Crown Jewel 2025.